As Sunday's deadly shooting attack was unfolding, there were some running towards it. Among them, a small group of volunteer first responders. They're Bondi locals who started training for the worst 4 years ago, hoping they'd never be needed. And tragically, last Sunday, they were.
There were police everywhere. People were calling us, come, 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 you're needed, come, this way, this way.
So you went through here, then one of your colleagues, Naomi, you joined the fray as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
You were parked over there, were you?
I just parked across the street
Yeah.
and picked up my gear and ran across the street.
Entering the chaos with life-saving medical supplies. See the weight of it?
It's very heavy.
Look at it. It's
heavy.
like, it is indeed, isn't it?
There's oxygen in it and a lot of
Everything.
gear.
And delivering critical trauma care.
It was a run straight past that bridge, straight to all the people there in the event.
Bondi local volunteer medics.
We train for all these things and you fall back on your training.
Their distinctive fluoro vests setting them apart. Emergency medical responders from Community Health Support, CHS. Do you just go on automatic pilot?
Totally. I'm still on automatic pilot. Yeah. You just do what you got to do. But this is what we train for. Like we train mass casualty.
A not-for-profit organisation co-founded by Jessie Len 4 years ago. 120 volunteers, several full-time staff, on call 24/7.
They have a full kit that they have in their personal vehicles, which means that they're ready to go at any time.
David is a financial consultant with 4 months intensive medical training. He was the first CHS volunteer to arrive.
Horrific. It was obscene. Kids were running around looking for parents at best. That was the best situation. And at worst, we had obviously deceased called straight as we arrived. Covered, and then we had critical patients that we had to triage.
Then Naomi, a registered nurse.
I walked past 2 bodies that were already covered in the road right by me. And I remember in my mind thinking, these are dead people. But in my mind, at the same time going, but that's for later, just keep going.
And Lynn, a paramedic science student.
So we walked basically past the rifle and then went to the triage area. And from there, we were just dispatched to different patients.
20 CHS volunteers were there within minutes. Gary was wearing a headset inside the CHS call centre.
Quite distressing to hear some of those calls. The audios are looping in my head still. I can't get that out. It's tough. Excuse me.
Yeah, take a moment.
People scream, gunshot wound, and where are you? Help, where are you? Our protocols and our training allows us to deal with that.
Before Sunday, December the 14th, preparing for a mass casualty event might have seemed extreme to some, but not CHS, whose volunteers have strong ties to Sydney's eastern suburbs Jewish community. The October 7 massacre by Hamas on Jews in Israel 2 years ago, and the recent threats against the Jewish community here meant these volunteers were ready.
It's what we're used to being on scene in many, many cases before an ambulance arrives, and we weren't unprepared for this type of scenario, unfortunately. We knew what we needed to do, triaging and going through the protocols and starting to treat the patients.
During Sunday's mayhem, CHS volunteers took their lead from New South Wales ambulance paramedics.
We see them at jobs all the time and they really respect us, we really respect them, and we work together, so we have a very close bond with them.
That bond now appears unbreakable. This New South Wales paramedic is also a CHS volunteer. He was among the dozens of New South Wales ambulance staff to pay their respects at the Bondi Memorial today. This was the first time the CHS volunteers had seen their fellow first responders since Sunday's mass shooting.
What I see here, Gary, is respect from New South Wales ambulance and paramedics towards your team.
It's a mutual respect. We're in awe of what they do, and we're here to try and provide some sort of support for them in a volunteer capacity as best we can. Speaking to the Deputy Commander of the scene on Sunday, he mentioned that there were many people who were looking to help. Bystanders can be helpful, but they can also get in the way. He made a comment to us that we were professional, skilled, calm, under pressure, and we actually added value.
From working side by side to standing shoulder to shoulder. The CHS hotline is now seeing an increase in calls from potential new recruits.
So I'm the volunteer coordinator at CHS, and I've already got emails coming through. Yeah, I want to join, I want to join, I want to do more.
The CHS service has an ambulance and several cars. Most volunteers on call use their private vehicles for medical call-outs in their neighbourhood.
Which means that if they're out with their family and they hear something nearby, they can always jump in the car and head straight there.
Their swift response in Bondi on Sunday proved crucial.
So what you had in that bag with your skills, I mean, you've saved lives.
Yeah, we'd like to think so. It was an honour. Do the best that we could in such a situation.
Funded by the community, for the community.
It's the little bit of help that I can give back. But I get so much out of it.
We know these people are part of our community, and it was a real privilege to be able to serve them. They really needed us, and we were there. Even if I wasn't saving a life, I was able to then give comfort in other ways. And there were some really brave people out there on that day, even little girls.
And CHS continues to respond to calls and support the community as it moves through this ongoing trauma. Thank you for all the work you do. At a time like this, we look to those who help.